22nd Street. Doors will open on the right.
Here. This is in Queensboro.
The next station is New Westminster.
So far I made it all the way from eastbound, and then now on the westbound platform of the SkyTrain, going back to 22nd. Saw just a few cars that came back from today's trip. Yeah, I was referring to the Southern Railway's westbound trip. Only a few cars came back. Whoopee! Maybe they just went to the Burke area to pick up a few cars. I'm not sure, but didn't look like nothing from out of Huntington anyway, from what I saw early. Came back westbound on the train trip, the video there, but eastbound SkyTrain on the, I'm seeing now the Mark 1 coming the westbound trip. $122, 21, 32, and then probably 30, whatever, another car. Eastbound shop train, unless it left already. This is here from the, pretty sure that's when the village westbound dropped off. Mark 3, what eastbound, I think. Oh no, Mark 5 maybe, yeah. They got to this guy. Huh, emergency somewhere else, huh? Okay, so making my rounds to see if those 3 or 4 hoppers came back to this side of the trap yard or was switched up at the CPKC. Don't know. Yeah, the train left so early in the morning. I guess it didn't go to Huntington today. Probably just must have went just to the Burke Newton and or Langley ship area. I'm not sure, but didn't go too far. It came back that early. Okay. The usual switching engines. I missed the 135 and the 121 that used to do the work here for a little while for the switching duties. Well, they switched things up big time here in the yard. Oh well, they just for worse or better. A little switching here, a few cars. Oh, a lot of freight in the yard here. Now, meanwhile, that's for the eastbound shop train. I missed seeing the freight that they must have took out this morning. Yeah, this is definitely the east shops. Yeah, these are going to be loaded up with gravel. Probably the next day or two they'll be in the C&R side. Okay, there's some engines there. Trying to keep my eyes open for the tarp area. Yeah. Bulkhead cars, looks like they're going to switch up some, probably for the Annacis Island job. Sometime later or tomorrow morning, early in the morning, whichever. Lots of hoppers in here and other miscellaneous freights besides the racks. Okay, oh yeah. Now they got some hoppers, and that came back from the last week on the Friday. That's still there. Oh well. Yeah, I think those hopper cars, they were switched up at the CPKC side, and I wonder why I don't see them in here. It's all switched up with the other part of the yard, those 4 or 5 cars. It is what it is. MP 153 or the 152 in there, I guess. Yeah. Here. Well, the train spotting here in the afternoon before it's getting to be dark in the next little while. Thanks to our silly standard time. I missed the long days back in the summer. No, first one was westbound, now and eastbound Mark 1s. It's good I filmed this myself before when they get retired eventually. Yeah, back to the train yard and just filming. Only got one camera, so I just like to film a little bit of everything. I like to create a mixture of theme of transportation like Expo 86 we had way back in the time. Yeah, theme of transportation. Show the locomotives while I'm just coming down the overpass just before finishing up here on the southbound side. No, yeah. So. Just trying to focus on the train. Just now walked here to the northbound side. There's even the older style KCS. Yeah, now they're just some cars being crew member there waiting to throw a switch. Yeah, I thought they were going to return these back to the CP side, but maybe a little bit later. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like they're empties. Either way, for the Monday afternoon here. Mostly all looks like stuff for CP here. I'm not sure if any will go back to CN. Different kind of CP paint schemes over in time. Some of these various cars and some other these type style hoppers and other stuff in here. Yeah. cars on another track here, I see, huh? We're gonna tack on some other cars. Overlooking Queensboro here from the northbound side overpass. Yeah. Community Hill, yeah. Apparently, in the BC Rail Group off a Facebook page I follow, BNSF had some kind of special unit train was going to go along up the Burnaby track there to do some track inspection or type thing. Would have been interesting to see the geotherm train that was called or whatever. Would have been nice to see that. Taking a gander. All those hoppers, yeah. Okay, this was something that used to. Not very often did I see the Valley train ever come back much with CP hoppers and stuff like that. When it used to come back, and usually stuff just from CN. Oh well. This is not the southbound side. I'm just focusing one last time from northbound, getting a different angle here. Yeah. One last chance here. I think they just coupled out a couple more hopper cars there. Yeah. Yeah, I think they might be bringing back a whole slew of cars maybe back to the yards. Okay. Oh, yeah, good thing I stuck around. They must have probably from out of the Queensboro Annis's Island runs? Yeah, most likely. Not from the Valley job, that's for sure. No way. I like the new style Saskatchewan type car. Yeah. Oh, they're just going to probably stop a moment here, just switching about here. Yeah. Okay, there's the last hopper car, so it's probably just going to be. Include the SkyTrain before I get out of here, so last minute thing, I guess. Yeah. It's very high-tech work here. You got to really know what you're doing when operating these machines here. Definitely need a very good safe license in operating these forklift container style of machinery. Yeah, anyway, heading down to the side. Just want to get the spur from a different angle here. Well, in case I forget, I just want to show the radius here, especially in that curve here when they have to come around here. There's the signals there for that crossing. Just goes to show the angle. Rusty looking rails. There's Boyd Avenue. Yeah.